John Schwaller joining us now with more on a rally being held near LAX. John, good morning.
Good morning to you, Tony. As the healthcare debate moves toward a finish line in Washington, D.C., African Methodist Episcopal Church leaders and from both the clergy and lay people turning up the heat on their congresspeople to make sure that there is meaningful health care reform when a vote is actually taken. Now, hundreds of AME church leaders from 14 states this morning making phone calls from a convention here in Westchester to their congresspeople, urging them to support health care reform. Bishop T. Larry Kirkland, head of the 14-state convocation of AME churches, tells us this morning that health care reform is particularly important to African Americans who tend to be either underinsured or not insured at all. Now, that means that African Americans, or many African Americans, seek emergency room services for their primary care, and that means they tend to wait until their health situation is quite grave before they seek care, and that of course translates into higher mortality rates and more complicated illnesses. Now, live back here in Westchester, where we're with this group of African American leaders urging support for this health care plan, one of the things that's most important to them is a public option. They like to compare it to the U.S. Post Office. They say, where would where would our postal service be without the U.S. Post Office keeping DHL, UPS, and FedEx honest? And they see the same thing with a public option, keeping the private health insurers honest. Now back to you in the studio.
Interesting analogy. All right, John, thanks so much.